Millions of adults find themselves on Sunday mornings attending church services, whether it's with their families or on their own. And the main things that they are looking for when they go, according to a Gallup poll conducted in 2017, is 76% of the adults who attend are looking for sermons that teach them more about Scripture. 75% of them find that sermons that help them connect their religion or their beliefs to their own lives are a major factor. And then the third highest percentage rate is 54% of adults attending weekly, regularly church services say that dynamic leaders who are interesting and inspiring are a major factor of why they attend the church that they attend. And I find this interesting because we're really, as people who attend church, we have our different reasons for attending, but we really are looking for inspiration. We're looking for ways to feel better about our lives and ways to connect to something bigger, someone bigger than ourselves. And so during my study and my research, I was trying to determine how important it is for the delivery of the sermon, what it means to those sitting in the congregation, what do they value most? And this study actually helped me frame what I already thought and what I believe to be true, that people are really concerned about how things benefit them. People are tuned into a channel of things that make them want to know more, want to be better, want to live a more valuable life. And so the importance of the speaker, the preacher, the teacher that's up on a Sunday morning or even on a midweek Bible study, it's important that they have spent time in Scripture and learning about those things that they are getting ready to teach or share with the congregation. And so this study that Gallup took, the poll that Gallup took, showing that people are really concerned about how things apply to them and how they're able to understand them and things that make sense for them, delivered by a dynamic leader, someone that they find inspiring and inspirational. I identify with those three things as well. So how important is it that what I say, because I am a minister, what I say is relatable. What I say is you believe me. What I say, I inspire you. It's something that I know, that I've studied, that I've spent time understanding, that it's not just something mundane and boring. Because unfortunately, if any of us have been to church, we've probably experienced a rather dry sermon on a Sunday morning, and there's nothing worse than that. And so what I have noticed is that the better response is received when the congregation is in mind, when the speaker takes into consideration the audience that they're presenting to, that they've spent time in whatever scripture that they're going to present, that they've studied, that they understand the historical implications, that they are able to speak in a way that is understandable, that is regular layman's terms, that's not spending a lot of time in original Hebrew and Greek and giving all of these other things. Most people nowadays have a certain amount of time that they've carved out, and they want the most for their time. And so I found that during my study and during my own personal experience, there's nothing better than hearing from someone who knows what they're talking about, who can explain it to me in ways that I can understand and gives me a practical application into how I can let it benefit my life. So while we can appreciate good information and we can appreciate it being delivered, the way that it's delivered is important. I don't want to hear it from somebody who doesn't seem like they want to tell me about it, or who isn't excited and isn't interested in sharing all that they have learned in a way that can inspire me, that I can think back on it through the week and the days coming up, the hard and difficult times, and remember something that was said that is encouraging, something that was said that I can benefit from. So this TED Talk is going to briefly just touch on those things that I find interesting, that I have learned, that I have understood, and that I believe to be beneficial about the importance of the sermon and how it affects our daily lives. Thank you.